Hello again. Welcome back. In the previous episode, we left several unanswered questions, and we'll try to address them here. How long can the Piran Malai defenders hold out? During the siege, Pari's ability as a wartime administrator and diplomat comes to the fore. He agreed with his daughters, Angavai and Sangavai, and his royal physician Jagaputirar to deploy women in the war effort. The women worked in manufactories, making arrows, repairing armor, and so forth. They also worked in the infirmary, tending to the wounded and sick. The older women cared for children in nurseries while the mothers were away at work. The older men tended the fruit orchards and water tanks. Everyone will work, declared Pari. The refugees will not sit idle and wait to be fed. Idle minds give birth to rumors, and worse. Everyone, including nobles, will work. Many courtiers, led by Prime Minister Chitragundan, objected to their women working alongside other men. But Pari swayed most of these objectors. He also found solutions to several municipal problems. These might seem minor, but were crucial to maintaining public health and well-being, prerequisites to keeping the nobles loyal and the people and army motivated. For example, with all the men sent to fight, there was no one left to carry out menial tasks, such as latrine duties. Many nobles were outraged. We do not do such work. Yet, Pari offered a workable and acceptable compromise, which the nobles then readily agreed. He also found solutions to conserve and safeguard water and food resources. Everything needed to keep the city going. In this novel, read about the engineering feat he accomplished to secure water for Piran Malai, and at the same time, depriving water from Malai Lake to the enemy. While the measures prolonged the siege, Pari also knew the overwhelming might and persistent attacks of the enemy will eventually lead to his ultimate defeat. He reached this conclusion, especially after realizing that many of his courtiers wavered, feared losing the war. Several nobles had already snuck away and brokered private settlements with the enemy. For these traitors, it mattered not who sat on the throne, as long as their lands, wealth, and own families were secure. Pari had to find a solution. He went to meet the Mwander to sue for an honorable peace. They offered him terms. Please accept this instrument of peace offered to the house of Pari, sealed with the royal assent of the three illustrious crowned monarchs of Tamilakam, said Cholan Prime Minister Laxmanan. Are these terms for an honorable peace, or for capitulation? Replied Chitragundan, Parambu Nadu's Prime Minister. An argument ensued between Chitragundan and Laxmanan, an argument that the Valiers will lose. Yet, please, I beg you, Prince Pari, accept our proposal, said the Cholan Emperor, ignoring Chitragundan. Remove the sword that hangs over the necks of our people. No one in the tent had expected the Cholan, who had the upper hand in the battlefield, to humble himself. They all looked surprised, even Kachigan. Pari and his delegation departed, with a promise to give their reply the following day. But hidden hands on his enemy's side were after total surrender. Assassins, disguised as refugees, had already infiltrated Piran Malai, and were silently lying in wait to strike. How did Pari succumb? Did he fell in a glorious last stand against overwhelming odds? Popular culture portrays Pari as fighting alone, like a cornered lion, and getting shot in the back. The truth, to the disappointment of many people fed on dramatic movies, was probably more mundane. Let us draw inspiration from the known history of other heroes. Julius Caesar, the great Roman conqueror, came closest to mortal danger in the Battle of Alesia. Yet, how did he die? Assassinated, unarmed, in the Roman Senate. Genghis Khan, who carved out the largest empire in human history, died after falling from his horse. Not in battle, but during a hunt. Centuries later, the indomitable Veerapandiyan, Kutturboman, who fought like a lion against the English, did not die in battle. He was betrayed, captured in hiding, and hung from a tree. None of these heroes actually died in combat. That's because no one can kill them in an open fight. They are Vidwans, masters of war. calm, focused, and will never allow themselves to be trapped in an impossible situation. Therefore, we can safely assume Pari was also invincible in open battle. No one can defeat him in an honorable fight. Yet, he died. How? Was it treachery? Probably, yes. So, how did the hidden hands commit this treachery? Who was, or were, these hidden hands? I am afraid you will have to read the novel. But I can say this, if you are looking for a long-drawn dramatic fight scene, with Pari fending off dozens of enemies, you will be disappointed. That said, there is a brutal fight scene in the novel. Between Prince Deiveegan and Muradan, the Kallan warlord. And they fight to win Pari's twin daughters, Angavai and Sangavai. This single combat took place after the war. In the presence of Capitulation and Aftermath. Was treachery in play? Yes. Who will win? Another question. Did Capitulation really commit suicide? Or did he die because he had witnessed something that he should not have? And one final question. After Capitulation died, who made sure that his work, Kurinji Patu, Song of the Kurinji, survive? It was an incomparable work on the Tamilakam flora. With those questions, we conclude this video series on Pari, the Tamilakam War. I trust you enjoyed these episodes, and hope you will pick up a copy of the novel. The book is available in several formats, ebook, paperback, and hardback. The print version is also available in large print. Check out your favorite online store. Until next time, goodbye for now.